Hi guys, how are you? It's me, Emmy, here from Emmy Plays, your friendly neighborhood content delivery driver, and I'm here to deliver some World of Warcraft content right to you, fresh off the press. Today I'm going to be talking about Shadowlands, but more specifically, I'll be discussing the newly released, final, absolutely final cinematic that they just released of the Jailer's End. Now, I should tell you, spoilers are ahead, and it should be very interesting. That's putting it really kindly. Is that a word, kindly? Yeah, whatever. Anyway. Onward. Let's rewind back a little bit to Battle for Azeroth. Do you guys remember this cinematic? I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I might skip here and there. This Warbringer Sylvanas cinematic. The way they did it, it was actually, I thought, really well done. My favorite part is actually towards the end, where they, let's see if I can fast forward here.
Defender of your people.
Yeah, here we go. This part.
Do not remember.
Watch this. This right here.
I remember. A fool.
Right, so this is where she falls. Hold on. This is where Arthas obviously makes her into a banshee. We all remember that.
Take her. Run.
And the music is beautiful. Animation, excellent. I love the motion comic, everything about it, right? It's great, right? There he is, okay. Pretty messed up. Wow. Yeah. Jump scare.
Life is pain. Hope fails.
No, notice what she says here.
You understand.
So we're meant. Okay, hold on. I like this part here. Sorry. Listen, real quick. I know.
Don't grieve. You'll soon join your loved ones.
I grieve for you. You've made life your enemy. And that is a war you'll never win. You can kill us, but you cannot kill hope.
Can't I?
That was phenomenal acting. Voice acting. It's a shame we never got to see enough of more of this character, this night elf. It's like,
Burn it!
you notice Nathanos even was like, what? Like, really? All right, so wow. Okay. So you guys remember that? That was unbelievably amazing. I mean, as heart-wrenching as it was to see what she did to Teldrassil, we were like, what? Like, we couldn't, like, we didn't know what was going to happen after that. And then Battle for Azeroth happened, and Battle for Azeroth had mixed reviews. You either hated it, loved it, meh about it. We had this Warbringers video. That was great, in my opinion. Then, fast forward, big time. After we go into Shadowlands, after we had the little chain fight between Sylvanas and Bolvar, then we fast forward all through that. We were introduced to the Jailer, the most insanely underwhelming villain in the history of any video game that I can possibly... I mean, I can't think of any video game that had a more disappointing villain than World of Warcraft in this particular expansion. This guy came out, and all we knew about him was that he wanted to stop the machinery of death. And we knew Sylvanas was working with him to stop that machinery of death. But, you know, you guys remember all those runs in Chorgast and all the quests and the dailies and all the thing. Oh my gosh. When we first got into the Shadowlands and we were required to go through the first campaigns of all the covenants, right? You remember all that we went through? They come up with 9.2, this.
Sylvanas' soul has been fractured from the moment of her death until now.
Which,
Burn it!
you know,
This was their home. And you slaughtered all of them! How could you take all those innocent lives? This was beyond life and death. There was...
Okay. So right away, we're being told that this is like supposedly a redemption arc for Sylvanas. And it's like, how in the hell are you going to redeem her for what she did? Like, there's no way. She slaughtered, like, decimated that entire population that was in Teldrassil. She burned it to the ground. So they made this video trying to, oh, look, it wasn't really her. It was the Banshee. Yeah, that's it. It was the Banshee. Really? So Uther acts as kind of a buffer between Jaina and Bane and everybody, and, you know, just say, hey, I know you hate her, but this isn't about forgiveness. This is about finding out how to stop the jailer. Because remember, at this point, we don't know how to stop the jailer because he has domination magic, right? He's like supposed to be invincible. You can't stop him because he can dominate you. Fast forward through all this. Now we're finally at the final jailer cinematic. Okay, here's where the spoilers come because this just came out. So if you don't want to know what happens at the very end of the Sepulcher of the first ones, don't watch after this. Just watch.
This must not be.
You have betrayed your duty as Arbiter, and shall be bound forevermore. Your madness has threatened the cycle of life and death entire.
You could have sought another way, brother. Imagine what we could have accomplished together.
Gotta love Denathrius.
Why, Zovaal? What drove you to this end? You preserve that which is doomed. A cosmos divided will not survive. What is Shadowlands?
I'm not sure what he says there. Let me rewind that for a second.
What is Shadowlands?
That can't be what he says. And that's it. With a whimper, it ends. That's it. Shadowlands is over. That's what we get. A freaking robot. The jailer was 3D printed. Freaking robot. That's it. Tell me that when you fight that guy, the one that we've been seeing this whole time, that we've been, oh, he's invincible. He can't be stopped. He's a toy. He's a toy. Where's Woody when we need him? Okay? That's pathetic. Okay? And I know some of you, oh, don't play the game. This isn't about that. Of course I'm going to play the game. I enjoy playing the game. I'm discussing the story. I'm discussing how they've written the story. I'm discussing I'm discussing what I feel about the story. Now, you feel your opinion might be different than mine. You have a right to your opinion. Fine. If you want to disagree with me, go for it. Make your own video, disagree with me. I really am so monumentally disappointed in Blizzard about what they've done with this character. I'm so disappointed what they've done with this expansion. I'm disappointed what they've done with the franchise itself. They've taken one of the greatest stories in all video game history, and they've just flushed it down the toilet. This was supposed to be the penultimate end to the Arthas storyline, and we get this. A toy. That he's the guy that was behind all of it, that he's the one that was behind all of it, that Arthas was being told what to do by him and all this stuff. A toy. Now, I know he's not really a toy. He's like a 3D printed construct or whatever from Zereth Mortis or Zereth whatever. The first ones made him. But that's kind of the point. It takes away from the heart of this game. The heart of this game is, whether you want to believe it or not, humanity. It's the essence of humanity. It's kind of like with Star Trek, where they meet all these alien races in Star Trek, but what makes the series really resonate with viewers is the humanity that we find in other races. The little vestiges of humanity, where you have, for example, with the Bajorans, you had the spirituality. You had their spiritual connection with the prophets, with the wormhole aliens that they were talking about. Those of you that know what I mean with Deep Space Nine. If you don't, go watch it. But anyway, so that's just one example. You have a lot of examples throughout all of Star Trek lore. But my point is, that's one of the things that Blizzard was missing with this. Is where's the humanity in it? There's no... All he ever cared about was rewriting reality for X reason. Supposedly, apparently, I think what he really says is the worst is to come, but it's always like this. Blizzard does this all the time. They kill, you think you're killing the big bad guy, and it's always just, there's somebody else worse, and it's going to be like an unbelievable, you never knew. It was Bane. Bane was the bad guy the whole time. It's like, which, by the way, if that was first of all, how dare you know? But man, what if that would be it? Like, no, don't do that, Blizzard. Thank you for watching Emmy Plays. I'll see you around.